Hi everybody, my name is Ramesh. Currently I am working with Durga Soft. Here I am teaching UI technologies. So today we are going to discuss about a CSS topic, border radius. A CSS topic called border radius. So now I am going to explain that with an example so that you will get some clear knowledge about that border radius property. Okay, so first of all, in order to work with CSS, we need to write the HTML code. So first we are writing the HTML code. So HTML code should start with HTML tag, and before that this is the instruction to the web browser. It will specify to the web browser that this page is in HTML version 5. So this simple line instructs the web browser HTML version 5. So see here, I have opened the tag, immediately I have closed it. So the rule in software industry is whenever you are open anything, immediately we need to close, then only we need to write. So the advantage is you don't get syntactical errors. You don't get syntactical errors. So I have opened the HTML tag, I have immediately closed it. Then after, HTML tag should contain two child elements, which is nothing but head and body. See it, I have opened the head tag and immediately I have closed it. After closing of head tag, we need to open the body tag. And the purpose of the tag is to specify the information about our web page to the browser. So here I am specifying what is the title of my web page. So here, border radius property I am writing. Then after, this body. So whatever you want to display to the user, that interface related code we must write here. So user interface related code we must write in the body tag. So how to create the user interface? By using HTML tags. So all the HTML tags we must write inside this body tag. So here I am taking a div tag. Div is nothing but division tag. So it will specify a division in the browser. So here I am writing div. I am identifying this div with the class first or else curvy square. Why? Because we are going to work with the border radius property, right? So this border radius property is used to specify curvy corners for the HTML elements. Okay, border radius property is used to specify curvy corners for the HTML element. So here I am writing this curvy square. So this is the class I have assigned. Now first of all we need to save it. So I am saving at present in the desktop. Border underscore radius underscore example dot HTML. We must save the extension with the dot HTML. Why? Because dot HTML files can be executable in the browser. Dot CSS, dot JS directly we cannot execute in the browser. If we execute also, it will treat like a normal text. What is that files? Dot CSS and dot JS files. Only dot HTML files only we can execute in the browser. Only dot HTML files only we can execute in the browser. Okay, right. Now let's save this with the extension dot HTML. Yes, now we have written the HTML code, right? Now we need to write CSS related to that HTML. So in order to write CSS, we must use style tag. Style tag specifies to the browser that the programmer is going to write CSS. So whatever you write in middle of the style tag, that will treat by browser like a CSS. So in order to apply CSS to any HTML elements, we must use selectors. So all the predefined HTML tags, we can use like selectors in the CSS, and the class and the ID are the other selectors also available. So here we are going to apply the CSS depends upon this curvy square class. So what is our class name? Curvy square. Open the curly brace and close it. Yes, so this curly square automatically cannot understand by the browser. We need to indicate, consider this as a class. So how to indicate? By specifying dot in front of the class name. So we must write dot in front of every class name to identify by the browser. Okay, so what browser will do? It will identify this dot curly square. Then after, browser will search for any element with the class curly square. So wherever it find this class has curly square, there whatever the CSS you are writing here, that CSS will be applied. that CSS will be applied. So here I am writing here curly square. So first of all, how to make a square by using CSS? It is very simple. What is the definition of square? If any elements width and height is same, that is a square. If any elements width and height is same, that is a square. So here I am taking width as 200 px. 200 px. Px means pixels. We will measure the browser space in the pixels. Height is same as width, 200 px. See it, this element width and height is same. Now in order to see proper shape, either we need to apply background color or border. So here I am applying background color. Background color as orange. So this border radius, without border also it will apply. So now let's execute in the browser. How to execute is, here I am using Notepad++ IDE. So we can go to the view menu and find the fifth option, view current file in, and select your browser. Here I am selecting Firefox. See it everybody, this is how we are getting. We are getting a square. Now what type of square I want? I want a curvy square. So if you want a curvy square, we must use border radius property. So first of all we need to know how that border radius property will works. So that border radius property I am going to explain first in the paint. Then after I will explain here also. See it everybody, this is a square, or else an element, or else a box. If you observe here, all the corners are sharp corners, but I want curvy corners. So let's apply here this one. Now observe here everybody, what is this? This is the having curvy corners. So each and every element has 4 corners. For example, this is top left corner. This is top left corner. This is top right corner. This one bottom right corner. This one bottom left corner. Okay, right. So this border radius property work clockwise direction, and the movement start from the top left corner. It will start from the top left corner. So it will work like this. It will work like this. Opposite corners get same value. Opposite corners will get same value. So now observe here everybody. Here I am writing the CSS border radius. For example, here I am writing border hyphen radius as 50 px. So if you write here 50 px, it will apply for all 4 positions, all 4 corners. What are they? Top left, top right, bottom left. So whenever you assign here only one value, it will apply for all corners. Now see here, I am writing here border hyphen radius. I am assigning here 2 values, 50 px space 60 px. So whenever you write here 2 values, we need to compare 2 corners. So first of all, we need to start with the top left corner. So first value will apply for top left corner. Second value will apply for top right corner. Sir, then what about this bottom right and bottom left? So bottom right and bottom left, automatically 0 px does not apply. Automatically 0 px does not apply. So what it will do is, it will take from its opposite corner. For example, top left completed, top right completed. What is the next position? See, top left, top right. And what is the next position? Bottom right. What is that everybody? Bottom right. So it will take from its opposite corner. What is the opposite corner for this? Top left. So whatever the value is applying for top left, same value will apply for bottom right. Yes. Then after what about bottom left, it will take from its opposite corner. So whatever the value is applying for top right, same value will apply for bottom left. That's it. So here depends upon the values, we need to compare the corners. So here we have two values. So we need to compare two corners. So first value top left, second value top right. Then after remaining values we'll get from the opposite corners. So here I am writing border hyphen radius 50 px, 60 px, 70 px. Then what happens? We need to compare the 3 positions, 3 corners. Okay. So first value will apply for top left, second value will apply for top right, third value will apply for bottom right, Then what value is missing? Bottom left value is missing. Which value is missing? Bottom left value is missing. So automatically it will take from its opposite corner. So top right and bottom left. Second value will apply for top right and bottom left. Here I am writing border hyphen radius 50 px, 60 px, 70 px, 80 px. So first value will apply for top left, second value will apply for top right, third value will apply for bottom right, fourth value will apply for bottom left. Okay, right. This is how it will work. Top left to top right to bottom right to bottom left. This is clockwise direction. That's why I told it will work in clockwise direction. So first value starts from the top left corner. So if you apply one value, it will apply for all four corners. If you apply two values, first value will apply for top left and second value will apply for top right. Okay, and it will search for bottom right and bottom left. Since you did not specify for bottom right and bottom left, they will take from its opposite corners. So first value will apply for top left and bottom right. Second value will apply for top right and bottom left. If you apply three values, first value will apply for top left, second value will apply for top right and bottom left, third value will apply for bottom right. If you apply four values, first value will apply for top left, second value will apply for top right, third value will apply for bottom right, fourth value will apply for bottom left. Now by using this description, we are going to make different shapes. Now observe here. So first of all, here I have a square, right? Now I want to make here curly square. So let's add here border radius. Border hyphen radius. So here I am assigning 25 px. How many values I am assigning? Only one value. Since you are assigning here only one value, it will apply for all four corners. See it, now we are getting curvy corners. Okay everybody, we are getting here curvy corners. Now by using this, I want to make a circle. So that purpose here I am taking another div, class equal to double quotations, circle, right. Now let's write here CSS. So what is this? Its class name is circle. So how to identify the circle? Dot. So first of all, in order to make a circle, we need to make base shape for the circle. What is the base shape for circle? Square. So we have mainly three base shape in the entire universe: square, rectangle and cylinder. If any elements width and height is same, that is a square. If any elements width is bigger and height is lower, then that is a rectangle. If any elements width is less and height is more, that is a cylinder. So for the circle, square is the base shape. Why? Because for the square also, for the circle also, from the center, width and height will be same. From the center, left and right, top and bottom, positions will be same distance. For circle also, for square also. So here I am writing this width colon 200 px, height 200 px, then after background color orange. Now let's go to the browser. The advantage of the HTML is once you execute, no need to re-execute, just go to the browser and refresh the same page. See it everyone, here we are getting like this, but we don't get space between them. So in order to get the space, for the curly square I am assigning margin hyphen bottom. I want external space from the bottom position as 30 px. Save it. Let's check in the browser. This is what we are getting. Now in order to get a circle, first of all we made a square. Then after, from each and every corner we need to get 50% of the width and height corners. Then automatically it will form a circle. So you can calculate the percentage manually, or else simply you can specify the percentage also. For example, border radius as 50%. It will take from the width and height. See here everyone, now we are getting a circle. Now observe here, I will make a Sivlinga also. Now first of all, yes, I am applying margin bottom because I want space between the circle and Shivalinga. Margin bottom is 30 px. Then after right here Shivalinga. So what is the base shape for Shivalinga? Cylinder. Cylinder means width is less. For example, width is 150 px, height as 400 px. See it? Width is less and height is more. Then after here I am writing background color as black. Refresh. See, now we are getting a Shivalinga. Now what is the shape of Shivalinga? Top left corner and top right corner have the radius. Bottom right and bottom left I don't want any radius. So in that case we need to write 4 values. Why 4 values? I will show you. So for example, border radius I am assigning as 50% of the width. So 75 px. How many values I am applying? Only one value. If we apply here only one value, it will apply for all 4 corners. See it? Okay, right. Then after I am applying here 2 values, 75 again. Then what happens? Same thing. First value will apply for top left and bottom right. See it. First value will apply for top left and bottom right, and second value will apply for top right and bottom left. Same output you are getting. So that's why first value is top left and bottom right, second value is top right and bottom left. Now here I am applying third value. So third value will apply for bottom right. I don't want any radius, so 0 px. Fourth value also I am writing. So fourth value will apply for bottom left. See it? Top left 75 px, top right 75 px, bottom right 0 and bottom left 0. Okay everybody? Right, this is completed. So then after I will make a water drop so that we can conclude this topic. See here everyone, I am writing here water drop, div class equal to double quotations. So water drop, let's write there a water drop class. What is the main base shape for the water drop? Square only. So let's write there width colon 200 px, height colon 200 px, background color as sky blue, and for the Shivalinga write there margin bottom as 30 px, so that you will get a space also from the bottom. Now refresh. Now we are getting a square. So now what I am doing is border hyphen radius 100 px, 50% of the width and height, top left corner, top right corner 100 px, bottom right corner 0 px, bottom left corner also 100 px. Now observe here, we are getting top left corner 100 px, top right corner 100 px, bottom right 0 px, bottom left 100 px. We are getting like this. Now what should I do? I want to rotate this element. In order to rotate this element, we must use transform property. What is that? Transform property, rotate. How I want to rotate? Clockwise direction. So if you want to rotate clockwise direction, we need to assign positive value in degrees, 45 deg. Like this. Observe here everyone, we are getting here sharp corner. So if we want a little bit a curvy corner, add here 10 px. And here also I am assigning margin bottom as 60 px. Now observe it everybody, here we are getting curvy corner also. So it is looking like a water drop, or else parachute also we can call, or else gas balloon. Okay, yeah, balloon. It is looking like a balloon also. Okay everybody? Right. So knowing border radius is different and making different shapes is different. Everybody knows about this border radius. It is used to make a curvy square. But if you deeply understand this property, we can make this different shapes also. So here in Durga Soft, not only teaching, we make you to think. So please join in Durga Soft to learn new technologies from me. My name is Ramesh. So my batch is going to start after Deepavali at evening 4 p.m. So please contact Durga Soft team. They will tell you the batch details also. Thank you very much everybody. Thank you very much.